Hello, my name is Elizabeth Neal, and today I'm going to be giving my persuasive speech for my communications class. Over 450,000 Americans suffer from cardiac arrest per year, and according to the American Heart Association, over 90% of those are fatal. CPR. It's a life-saving technique that can increase the survival rate up to 2 to 3 times as much, as long as it's given right after cardiac arrest. The only problem that our country faces is that not enough people are trained in this, and it's costing lives. My goal today is to share the benefits of CPR and the training that we can give to young students, and hopefully convince you to advocate for this problem. I chose this topic because I have firsthand experience with CPR. I work as an EMT for Las Vegas, and I've had to personally coach family members through CPR with their loved ones. Most of the time, these family members are not prepared for this situation. By giving them access to proper training, they can build confidence to give adequate care to their family members. And hopefully after I talk to you about all this situation today, you can make an informed decision about this problem. Today, my goal is to show you why CPR is important, how we can include it in the curriculum for students, and the benefits of CPR for our community long term. First, I'd like to start out by explaining what CPR is and what the training looks like. So CPR stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation, and it's administered when the heart stops beating. It includes things such as compressions on your chest that keeps blood flowing through the heart, and respiratory interventions that keeps oxygen through the lungs, and defibrillation of the heart, which keeps the electrical activity going. When it comes to bystanders administering CPR, we put an emphasis on chest compressions only. There are thousands of trainings available throughout the country, but most Americans feel that they're too busy or that it's just not necessary for them to get the CPR training. That's why I think that we should incorporate this into schools. Greta Kviklight gave a speech and wrote an article for the Advanced Medical Certification, and in this she talked about multiple benefits that CPR training can have for young students. She states that because there's a higher level of socialization between these students, they're more likely to experience situations where they can see cardiac arrest in their life, and hopefully if we give them these tools, they can build confidence and be able to approach these intense situations and give quality treatment to the people experiencing cardiac arrest. I also believe that it'd be pretty simple to throw in these CPR trainings into a health class, which is already required for students today. So some people might have some concerns about CPR training. The American CPR Association talks about on their website some common concerns people might have. Most of the time, people are concerned about the finances involved and the time commitment. In regards to finances, I believe that the cost of lives is so much more than the cost of training, and also parents, teachers, and students can be better advocates for this and talk to their own school district about better funding for this. While these concerns are valid, I believe that if we advocate for more change and come up with creative thinking, we can come up with solutions for every problem that we face. Now that we've gone over what CPR is, how we can get past these obstacles, I want to talk about the long-term benefits of it. Hundreds of thousands of people are dying from this every year, so we must continue to seek improvement. I've personally seen spouses, friends, family have to administer CPR on their family members, and the several minutes that it takes for first responders to walk through their front door, it can feel like a lifetime to them. During that time, they're feeling helpless and incapable and scared. So if we give them more exposure to proper training, we can prevent those feelings of inadequacy. Students can also learn values such as courage, leadership, and empowerment through their CPR courses. Now that we've gone over all of this, I think we need to look at what we can do for this. You might want to ask yourself, how can I be a better advocate for this? I also encourage you to think about where's the nearest CPR training so that you can be a part of the solution personally. We've also looked at the pros and cons of CPR training in schools, and hopefully you can come up with an informed opinion on the topic. My goal today was to talk about the benefits of CPR in schools, talk about why students can benefit from it and the long-term benefits on our community. I also encourage you to reach out if you have questions. If you have family or friends that work in the healthcare field, I encourage you to get a perspective from them if you're on the fence about the topic. If you need more information, the American Heart Association has great resources on their website with statistics and testimonials about CPR. Science is constantly changing when it comes to CPR, and we need to stay on top of that as a community. Hopefully, as an EMT, I can continue to see improvement in the field and more confidence when it comes to these intense situations. If there's one fact that I want all of you guys to remember, it's that everyone can save a life and everyone can make a difference. Thank you for listening to me today. Real quick, I gotta show you my note cards. There's that. Thank you.